guys, it's coffee time. No, there's a hair in there. Ow. Okay, I got it. Oh. Still gonna drink it, but now I'm gonna have that feeling in the back of my throat where I'm like, is there a thing in my neck? Is there a thing in there somewhere? I'm gonna try out the audio that is on the camera to see what it sounds like, because the last couple of coffee times that I've done, I've used my Samson mic, but I figure if I'm gonna be taking this places and like recording with it, then I should know what it sounds like, right? So if this turns out to be a train wreck of a video, I'm very sorry, but we gotta experiment. We gotta experiment with this stuff, right? So I just got out of a show at Upright Citizens Brigade Theater. I have never been there before. It's like a super tiny black box theater, which I didn't realize. It's kind of a comedy hub in LA. And so Moshe Kasher was recording a podcast there where he brings on a professional of some sort, right? So he finds a professional and has them explain what they do to us, or like explain explain something about their job that the layman wouldn't necessarily know. And then there's like a panel of comedians or pundits who kind of riff off of what that person is talking about. So the one that we went to was a theoretical physicist who focuses on gravity, and it was hilarious. We were laughing so hard through the whole thing. It's only an hour long, and it was so great. I had no idea, because I've only ever seen Moshe Kasher's stand-up. I had no idea that he was so good at like riffing in the moment. So funny. It was so funny. And it was only an hour. I was like, man, does he always do it here? Because I want to come to like all of these. I want to learn all of the things. And you'll probably be able to hear my laugh, my token laugh in the background. So why can I not see? Oh, I don't. Camera, work with me. Where's your stuff? Where's all your bits? Oh, there are your bits. Okay, cool. So normally the screen has like, I'm following your face so that I always keep it in focus. And it's also got like, this is how much time you've been talking, and here's how much battery you got, like all that stuff. None of it was on there. It was just a blank canvas, and I was like, what did I do? Oh no. Oh no. I'm loving this camera so far though. I'm really, really happy with it. So that's good. The rest of the day was podcast day, although Manga Pod got canceled because our two boys were sick. Either that or Daza's sick, and Yoku got kind of trapped up in work, because that's typically what happens. But we read Nausicaa. Nausicaa, we only read the first 3 chapters or volumes. I was telling you guys about that. Nausicaa is interesting. Nausicaa is very interesting. At the very beginning, I was like, man, this is kind of slow. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like this. I think it's gonna be pretty boring, but it gets real. It gets pretty legit, especially by the second volume. I was really, really into it by then, and I was just kind of flashing through it, man. But yeah, I would recommend it, I think. I haven't, you know, I think there are 7 volumes total, and we only did 3. So I don't know. I don't know how it ends. I don't know if it like continues to be good or if it gets real boring again, but the second and third volumes were like great. It builds up the world in such an interesting way. And it's got bugs. I always find stories that involve like a hive mind really interesting. Like StarCraft has the whole hive mind thing going on. There's so many stories that involve that whole we are one sort of scenario with insects. And the duplicity between, like, most people finding them completely disgusting and gross, but they're also, like, completely invested in keeping everyone in the hive mind safe, you know? I think that that's so interesting, and that's what so much of Nausicaa is about. I just love it. I just love it. Oh, big yawn, kitten. Big yawn, huh? Her eyes twitching really bad. She just like yawned, and the second I started talking to her, one of her eyes was like, oh, okay. Never mind. You're so cute. Never mind. It's all fine. what else was I going to talk about? TB wasn't there today because he is visiting with his parents. His parents are in town for him, which is the Carolinas, so it is not LA. But I guess he hasn't seen them in like 2 years, which is pretty crazy. I can't imagine not seeing anybody in my family for like 2 years. But they're in town, they're in America, and so they're all spending time together and everything. And so we did the podcast today without him, and it was me, Jesse, and Criken. And Criken is so funny. He's like just such a funny dude to me. And just really, really knowledgeable, you know? I mean, he's studying games, so like you could say, well, of course he's knowledgeable, he's going to school for it. But I don't know, he just, he has the mind of a game developer, I think. So it's going to be interesting seeing people who have been on that YouTube side of things also be game developers in the future, you know? I think that that's going to be a really interesting shift that happens where you really have a very invested, very real knowledge of what it's like for somebody to react to your game, like immediately react to your game, you know? That's going to be a strange change because I think right now there's a little bit of a disconnect there. But it doesn't always have to be that way, guys. So yeah, we did the podcast. I made sure to eat on there as much as I could because TB wasn't there. And then I read the rest of Nausicaa. We didn't do Manga Pod, but I did wind up going to the Moshikasho show, so that was pretty dope. I'm gonna go to Sam's tonight. I feel like I've like barely been seeing Sam. I know that I keep saying that, but I'm zoning in so hard on work stuff. We're finishing Swords and Stitches tomorrow night, which is gonna be great. And yeah, we keep trying to make plans to do things, and I'm like, oh wait, I'm doing a thing. So once these 2 weeks are over, this is the last week of it. Once these 2 weeks are over, I think that things will even out a bit more. But who knows? Who really knows? Just it'll just be nice to be like chillin' again. You know, like have some chill time. I want that chill time, guys. I want that chill time real bad. It's gonna be beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. But yeah, sorry. I was talking about two things at once there. So now I'm done talking about that. Now let's talk about Swords and Stitches. Swords and Stitches is almost done. It's so close. And we're finishing it tomorrow night. Hopefully. If we can't finish it tomorrow night, I'm gonna be so sad if we can't. I think we can. If for some reason we can't finish it tomorrow night, then we're going to finish it Thursday during the day, I believe. So, fingers crossed. Hopefully, hopefully. I'm also super bummed. Dude, like, the housing market right now is cray. I have been looking for a place for like a month now. I've been kind of like keeping my feelers out there looking for places. And every time I email somebody being like, yo, dog, I'm interested in this place, they're like, it's taken. Like, dang it. God, it's so competitive. Like, I think it's because the places that I'm contacting are places where it's like, you get a lot for way less money. I'm like, oh man, that's such a great deal. And then I email them and they're like, nah, somebody already jumped on that. I'm like, dang it. Dang it. But it just means that I gotta keep looking almost every day if I can. Like just check it out, you know, just look at the listings. And if I see something that I want or that I like, that I even just want to see, I gotta like call them immediately. It's crazy, guys. So it'll be nice to move though. I like this place a lot, but I think moving into a place that's a little bit bigger and having Sam around will be really good. Sam and I are going to be moving in together. I don't know if I've said that explicitly, but when I move, he's moving with me. We are going to move back in together because remember, he was living with me for a little while here, and then we were like, we're not getting any work done. So he moved into a place where he actually has like a workspace, and I have my workspace here. but we're trying to find a place where like there can be, you know, a office and a bedroom and then the living area, which would be great if we can afford it. If we can find one that we can afford that's like got what we need. But again, I want a dishwasher so bad. Some of these places are just like, new dishwasher, and I'm like, why? I just want just give me dishwasher. And I cry everywhere. So you know. Anywho, on that note, I'm gonna go, but I hope you guys had an amazing day. We'll see how this audio sounds, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye-bye. Mwah.